One day, while in the meadow, a disguised king and his minister came across a man who had brought his goats there for grazing. The king observed that the goats were thin and said,
"These goats are very thin. Perhaps they are not getting enough to eat."
The minister argued that sometimes men and animals remained thin, in spite of eating double the required amount of food. The king got irritated. He felt that the minister always argued unnecessarily with him. He believed that if the goats were fed properly, they should not be so thin. He wanted to prove his point. So, he asked the minister to borrow a goat from the man and take it to his home. He wanted the goat to be fed double the amount of required food. He told the minister confidently,
"You shall see how the goat will become fat."
The minister took a thin goat to his house and started feeding the goat very well. At night, he asked the butcher to keep an eye on the goat. The goat was very frightened of the butcher and his knife. After a month, the king wanted to see the goat. He was surprised to find the goat as thin as it was in the meadows.
"Have you fed the goat properly?"
asked the king.
"Yes, Your Majesty, but like all human beings, even animals fail to gain weight if their minds are full of worry or fear,"
replied the minister. He then told the king about the butcher. The king was impressed by the way the minister had proved his point. He showered the minister with lots of gifts